Hey, what's happening everyone? SirJames coming at you guys with another video, and today I just have a quick little video on Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I basically wanted to show you guys the abilities page, or in this case the skill tree for the game. Now do keep in mind that I am still in the beginning portions of the game, so I don't have anything that would be considered a spoiler for this video, unless if you personally do not want to see the skill tree, then I suggest you click off this video right now. That is your initial warning. So how to access this is very simple. By pressing start, you're going to have different categories up here, starting off with your map, your quest line, then of course you have your inventory along with your abilities, and the abilities tab is going to be your skill tree for the initial title. Now the way it works is that every time you level up within the game, you'll be granted one ability point, which again you could use in 3 different categories. From Hunter, which is basically those who are going to be using the bow. You also have the Warriors tab, so if you like to go in with brute force and with very little stealth effort, or if you like for the more stealthier approach and Assassin's type abilities, then you can go ahead and select items within the Assassin's tab. Very simple as that. Now you're going to notice that some of these are locked because you would have to reach a certain level in order to gain access to those, and there are other things too that you could actually upgrade more than once. So for example, this one here is the Shadow Assassin, and if I happen to get another ability point, I could actually increase this once again up until 3 times. There's another one here where some of these are actually locked into story progression. As to when can you unlock them within the story, I won't be certain until I actually get further into the actual storyline of the game. So this one here is a useful ability which allows me to use my Eagle Companion to go ahead and highlight anything within 15 meters. I could upgrade that to 20, but like I said, I can't unfortunately do this one until I progress further into the game's life cycle. And then when you are actually using items from the Warrior or Hunter class, you're going to notice that on the far left hand side and the far right hand side, you have these categories titled Ranged and Melee. And basically these are your quick select options, so when you're in combat or not, you can go ahead and use some of these abilities. For example, the first one I think everyone should get personally is the Sparta Kick. As you can see from that little preview there, it's a really fun one to have, and I'm glad that's actually one of the first ones you can easily get instead of having to wait until you reach the end of the game. And then of course down here you have other things that you could go ahead and use by luring enemies, and some of these are locked into story, or some of them are locked into level progression. For example, the horse you don't actually have at the very start of the game. Once you progress slightly into the storyline, then you do grant access to the horse, and that will come along the way. But again, that's basically how it works. Now if I back off here, when I hold down the left trigger, of course when I'm using my archer, my ability skill tree will actually appear on the left hand side. In this case, the skill that I have is actually mapped where the button is A, but you can map it and make it to however it is that you want, but it's very simple to do, and I just want to kind of do a short little video on that because some of you guys have requested that. And I figured before we end the video, I wanted to go ahead and climb the statue here, so we can go ahead and get an overview of basically the beginning portion of the game. This is going to be the island in which you are going to start at. And so far, what I've been doing, honestly, is just taking my time. I've been doing a lot of side questing, which is why I haven't progressed much into the story, and which is why I'm only level 6 at the moment. But I highly recommend you do so, and the game does give you some quite a few options in terms of if you want exploration, or if you want all the information presented to you. But again, just check this out. So far the game is beautiful and well worth the pickup, whether or not you want to pick it up now, or maybe after you get done playing through Red Dead Redemption 2, or just waiting for the holiday season. You definitely cannot go wrong with the game. Like I said, this is just one small area, and there's so much to do and so much to explore, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the game has to offer. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.